glare. Oh, I don't like this glare in my glasses and I cannot take them off. No matter where I move. Okay, well, we're gonna. Hey, Josh, how are you? Long time no see. Thank you for stopping in. Good evening, everybody. I'm just gonna wait a few more seconds to see if some people are going to come in before I get started. I hope everyone had a great day today. I think I'm getting a second wind. But I hope you all had a great day. I hope the beginning to your week has been amazing. But I just wanted to come on for a little bit and talk about purpose restored. Something that I have been working on for way too long. And it was something that God gave me. And being disobedient and not doing what I was supposed to do. But I'll wait and see if anyone comes in. If not, we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's see. It's been so long since I have done a live, guys. It's been a long time. A very long time. All right, well, I'm going to get started. So, again, my name is Rita. I am the founder. Oh, this glare. I am the founder. If I sit back, this looks so crazy. But I am the founder of Purpose Restored, where we challenge women to be restored by releasing the pain of their past to recover their identity and discover their life's purpose. And this was something that God gave me a while ago, just due to trials and tribulations that I endured throughout life. And we all go through trials and tribulations. But yeah, so I will share a little bit of my backstory. So I will give a trigger notice um, that I will be discussing sexual trauma. I will not be going into detail, but I do not desire to trigger anyone. And some of us don't often know our triggers. So I am providing a trigger warning. I will be talking about childhood sexual assault, but not in detail. For quite some time, I never knew what my purpose was. And I did not know what my purpose was because my identity was taken, or not really necessarily taken, but it was hidden. It was, I'll say, distorted, due to me being molested and raped between the ages of 3 and the age of 13. And there's so much in depth to that I will not go into tonight, but we don't often realize when we endure sexual trauma, when we endure sexual abuse, when we endure rape, when we are in a home without our uh, mother or our father, or they don't sow into us the way that they are supposed to sow into us. There are so many things that take place in us spiritually and emotionally and mentally, and we don't realize it because we don't have anyone to share those things with us or to inform us about those things. And some of you may have gone to counseling. I have gone to counseling. I am still in counseling, to be honest. Um, and what I find is that most counselors, they learn the scientific side of what happens when you are sexually abused. However, they do not know the spiritual ramifications of what takes place. So that is how Purpose Restored was brought about, because as I went through these things happened and I did not know. And as I began to walk through the process of healing, God began to show me what it is and why I went through this. And it was for the purpose of helping other women that have endured the same thing. We often think that we are alone in being sexually abused when that is not so. There are so many others that have gone through the same thing, but because we are in a particular space mentally and emotionally and spiritually, we don't think it's happened to anyone else, and we just walk in disbelief that it has until someone like me comes along and shares their story. And what took place was me opening up and beginning to share my story, and it allowed others to feel comfortable and come and say, hey, I did not know you went through that. I went through the same thing. And it was actually the first time they had shared with anyone what they had gone through. So, to those that have gone through sexual assault, sexual abuse, I say to you, and you've spoken up, thank you for being brave enough to speak up and speak out about it. For those of you that are still not comfortable yet with sharing what you have endured, I understand. It took me quite some time before I spoke up about it, and I actually had the opportunity, because one of my abusers was a boyfriend of my aunt's, and my aunt came to me and asked me, Rita, did he touch you? Did he bother you? And I hid my head down in shame and said no, because I knew that my aunt loved this man. Um, and just so much had taken place in my life. I honestly really did not know what love was at that time growing up. And it was a long time before I began to share what was taking place and what happened in my life. However, I am so grateful for the opportunity that I had to share, with others who shared with me, who in return shared with me that they had gone through the same thing. So if we really are honest with ourselves, if we take a look, if we do the research, there are so many that have endured it. So if you take a look at Oprah Winfrey, she was sexually abused as a child. If you take a look at one of my absolute favorite authors in the world, Maya Angelou, She endured sexual abuse as a child. So there are many, and there are so many other celebrities out there that they've shared their stories. They have brought their stories to light. Um, we just have to take the time to see where, where they are now and how they have thrived in life. And one of the things that God did with me, He provided Purpose Restored some years ago. And just, again, like I stated earlier, not knowing my purpose, um, and really just not knowing, who I was, because those things are kind of blanketed. They go into this state of hidden because the trauma kind of sits on top of everything, and then you have everyday life compounding, and then you have the other trials and tribulations that are coming, and there are so many other things that come along with being abused. So that's how Purpose Restored came about. It was something that was God given. Um, and I cannot recall at this time. I want to say it was maybe in a vision that He gave me. It was either a vision or a dream. He gave me the colors. And I just kept asking, okay, so like, what is this? What is this? And um, it just blessed me that it was something that He gave me, and He trusts me enough and has enough faith in me for me to carry it out. Although I have walked through fear, I still walk through or walk in a little bit of fear. And I know that God tells us He did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So that's something that I repent about on a regular basis. It's something that I ask God to remove from me, because doing this, there is a boldness that I need, and it's in me. God has to pull all of it out of me, and I'm still a work in progress, like everyone is, because none of us are perfect. None of us knows everything. Um, and I will leave that at that. Um, but it has been quite some time, because I've been running for a very long time. I didn't think I was qualified. I did not think I was good enough. I didn't think I was worthy enough to do what the Lord has called me to do. So that is really pretty much what Purpose Restored is, why it came about, how it came about. Um, so that is pretty much it. That may be all that I have for tonight. I am just elated because I want to help other women. I want to help those that have been assaulted to have a better understanding of why they went through this, because honestly, there is a purpose behind everything. There is a reason behind everything. A lot of the times we don't understand that God started everything from the end and went back to the beginning. However, we as humans start at the very beginning with it, which is birth into this world, or if you want to go back even further, to a seed, um, and then to the end, which is our death. So although things are started from a different perspective, there is a place where we should take up what it is that we're supposed to do. We should be walking in our calling. We should be using our gifts, because the word says our gifts will make room for us. And I honestly, because I was not aware of my true identity, um, and there were just so many things that were hidden in my life, and I did not know what my purpose was. I was into everything. And for those of you that know, a lot of the times when you go through sexual abuse, you lose sight of who you are. And I lost sight of who I was. I lost sight of purpose. I lost sight of so much because although my parents, I did live with my parents. Excuse me, I was also partially raised in South Carolina. So it was just, hi Jazz. So it was just dealing with and going through different things, abandonment and rejection and a whole lot of other things. Excuse me. That I did not know was taking place at the time. And just really wanting to come into the knowing of who I am, my true identity, because it was not, that foundation was not laid in my home. It was not laid in my home. And now my desire is for everyone to realize their true identity and their purpose in life, because we all have a purpose in this life. So that is a little bit about Purpose Restored. Yeah, that's it. That's all I'd like to share about tonight. I will be doing my best to come on and do these lives, which is a little, I don't want to say it's nerve-wracking. I won't say that it's nerve-wracking. Despite what people think, seeing me on the runway, well, you're on the runway and you're doing X, Y, and Z. Oh, it's a completely different task. So I am a little shy. Most of you that know me know it takes for me to get to know someone before I really share or begin to really talk to someone. So, yeah. But thank you all so much for joining. I know I rambled a bit, but I do hope that you understand. Again, my name is Rita. I am the founder of Purpose Restored, where we challenge women to be restored by releasing the pain of their past, to recover their hidden identity and discover their life's purpose. And again, it's something that was God given, and I have been working on this for a while. I was walking in disobedience for quite some time, but now I really believe that I was created for a time such as this, to help others come out of what they have endured. It's time to let it go. It is time to release it. It is time for us to walk in the now. It's time to let go of the past because it no longer serves us. So I hope that on this brief introduction, that you received something from this. There will also there will be, or I've already written one book, which is A Beautiful Tragedy, which speaks of, which is my memoir, which speaks about my life and what I endured. There's also a journal, The Metamorphosis of Healing. There will be conferences, there will be other events and speaking engagements that will be held, among many other things that will come from Purpose Restored. So thank you for taking the time out for viewing this video. Again, I hope there is something that you learned from it and something that spoke to you. If you have any questions or if you have any comments, please feel free to reach out to me at info@ritatimmons.com. That's info@ritatimmons.com. And my name, because my parents knew I would be so unique and so different, it is spelled RETTATIMMONS.com. And I look forward to hearing from you. And I hope that you have an amazing evening, God bless you and good night.